Hi, it's Chris from Driver Training Limited. In today's video, we're going to see if you can spot the two serious faults that this pupil gets on their driving test. Now, this is useful for you, one, if you're taking your driving test, but also if you're on your ADI Part 2, ADI Part 3, or ADI Standards Check Test, because for those who are training to become a driving instructor, on the marking sheet under the heading, "Was the instructor aware of the pupil's actions?" This is exactly what it refers to. So there are two serious faults about to occur. See if you can spot them while we run the clip. So the pupil is asked to take the next road on the right. As they come down the new road, they're asked that when it's safe to pull up on the left. The pupil is then told to drive on, and as they come down the road, to look for somewhere that is safe to pull up on the right and reverse back 2 car lengths.
Should I stay here? Should I stay
So could you spot the two serious faults? Well, let's play the video back and see if we can find them. So the pupil is asked to take the next road on the right, so they get into the right-hand filter lane, which is great. And as they come up, do you notice the point of turn should be where this bollard is, the center white line of the road they're turning into, so level with this gap here in the white lines. However, they drive past it. They come up to this part now, so they've completely overshot that point of turn, and it's at this point that they start to turn right. Now, in this junction, the vehicles coming up are meant to come to the white line and give way to anything turning in. You can see in this particular case, the pupil is completely overshot. And if this car had done what it should do and come up to the giveaway lines, they're now in danger of being hit. So the pupil has actually forced them to stop short. Then, as they come round, they go over the center line slightly of the new road they're turning into. So straight away, that is the first serious at that point. Then they pull up on the left, which they do without incident. That bit is fine. And then the pupil is asked to drive on. And then when it's safe to pull up on the right and reverse back 2 car lengths. This is now where the second serious fault occurs. So they look for somewhere suitable to pull up. They move across. Now that curb should be on the ridge of the bonnet. you see as they come up now, they're either going up the curb slightly, definitely scuffing it. Now they're kind of on the pavement because that ridge of the bonnet should be in line with that curb. So now they're going to reverse back. And as they reverse back, what you'll notice is that they begin to steer to the left to come away from the curb. But because they're so close, they start now to go up the pavement even more. This car approaching them is still getting closer and closer, and the pupil hasn't stopped. So they carry on moving back. Now the problem is this car is about to drive round them. However, you can see from the angle of our car, the back of the car is going to be almost in the center of the road. Remember, anything coming from this direction, we're meant to stop and give way to. But unfortunately, the pupil is still going. Now we've got the white car approaching. So to try and rectify the situation, the pupil is now trying to move forward, but again at the same time as another vehicle is approaching them. So you can see the examiner has to say stop, the pupil stops, and then the vehicle goes round them. So now would have been the ideal time to do all of that rather than do it with approaching vehicles. And that's the reason the pupil got. The two serious faults. So we hope this video has helped you understand a little bit more about spotting the faults or identifying the faults for the ADI Part 3, ADI Standards Check Test, or just for the driving test. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you all again in our next video.